All right, let's go with the flow. No edit, just one shot. Just talking about this game, this franchise I'm very passionate about. But we're talking about the fourth one that came out in the series in 2008. We got a remastered um, physically 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And I love it. And we're talking about Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. But I played throughout with my PS4 version. Sorry. Can't really review. But I played a little bit on the Switch and it was fine. I should have played it through the Switch. This is the original version. I was crazy enough back in 2008 to get a physical copy. But it never came here. And I'm such a fan of the series. I just love it so much. And I basically looked at that box for so many years and finally we got it. And I double dipped because eventually I got a feeling I'm going to get a PSVR patch. It would be the best VR game to play. Because they did it on... I'm sorry, I'm just going crazy over this. They did it on the 3DS, which is a spin-off of Fatal Frame. But you're like aiming with the camera, so it feels kind of 3D-ish. But eventually that's why I bought it on PS4, because I got a feeling they got to patch it up. So, back to the game. In the whole game, this is part 4. Last time I played part 5, which came out also a couple of years before. And I hope we're going to get more of these eventually. They're going to remaster 1, 2, and 3. That's not the point. It's got to be the best entry in the series. 1, 2, and 3 are really good. 5 is good. But 4 is just... After all these years, the first one scared me. But after all these years, this game finally gave me a jump scare. Like, it's hard to scare me these days because I played many times this game. And I basically don't get scared anymore. It's just fun. You're walking around basically always... Fatal Frame is you're walking around with the camera. The camera obscura is a special camera that lets you capture ghosts. It's like Ghostbusters, but a little bit more mythical. I don't know, old school. You're not using a proton pack. You're killing ghosts, like evil spirits, with a camera, and it's priceless. And I compare it to a survival horror, very different in its genre, and kind of like Resident Evil, but it's its own thing. I think it's got to be my top survival horror. Resident Evil, Fatal Frame, but definitely part 4 to me after playing through all of them. And you got to play them in order. The story does follow throughout the game, especially 1 and 5. There's a big connection between 1 and 5. But yeah, the story's the best. You're basically in this... walking around in this abandoned psych ward? A hospital? It's kind of really creepy. But you're always walking around this thing. And like in part 5, you're always going to different places. But this one, you're always walking around back in that hospital, in the creepy hospital. And you unlock new doors and new secrets and stuff. The part I really like the most is hunting for ghost spirits. Like, you have the ones that you fight off all the time. They appear to you and try to kill you. But there's one that are secretly there just looking at you and you have to take pictures. And first and foremost, collecting all the dolls. There's 79 dolls you have to photograph to collect them. And I only did 77. So I didn't get the achievement. I was pissed off at the end. There was this one in the elevator shaft. You're going down. And the doll is right there while you're going down. And I couldn't take a picture. I don't know why. That's one doll I had an issue with. But anyways. Gameplay-wise, story-wise, boss battle-wise. Some of the toughest boss battle I had. But keep in mind... Keep your camera like on all the time. Go in the camera view. You can just scan around and unlocks items. While crystals, blue crystal, upgrade your camera. Red crystal, upgrade your power-ups on your camera. I know it's complicated. When you play, you get it. First and foremost, when you upgrade your camera, upgrade the power shots. The shots, the power that deals more damage. Upgrade that first. After that, I would suggest the reload time of your camera, because it goes faster and you can shoot the ghost faster. You get better points. At the end of the game, your camera is so overpowered, you get at the final boss and you're basically just standing there. But going up to the boss battle at the end, that's another thing. It was challenging to me, even though I had that super strong camera. Anyways, like I said, every Fatal Frame game, every character you play, because all of them, well, 4 and 5, you play 3 different characters. And they all have special abilities and special power. In this one, there's this guy. That's the first, though. It's the first. I don't think it happened in the past. The guy has a flashlight. Like, it's actually powerful, and you can like kill so many ghosts. You kind of feel like you're playing Alan Wake. Kind of. But anyways, it is priceless, because I remember in part 5 you have this one that has this special camera that shoots like super fast, like 10 shots. Ding, 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 super fast. And it's so awesome in part 5. One of the characters, I can't remember which one, but I thought it was cool. This one, you have the flashlight guy, if I could say that. But your main camera with your main character, eventually you get to the story, and the camera's just so powerful at the end. Upgrading the camera is really fun. You get better and better and stronger. You got those suits and stuff you can unlock. But it's very, very fun. Like the story and everything, the father and daughter relationship and all that. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's really cool. The whole mask history and everything. And all these girls that got kidnapped and experimented on in this hospital and everything. Like those 5 child that grew up, and they go back in, and some of them live, some of them die, but the story's really good. And exploring the same, I thought it would be boring to explore the same place over and over. It has that Resident Evil 1 feel mansion, like you're exploring and you think it's just this part, but it's bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's kind of cool. I like that, because in 5, 1 also was pretty much the same mansion, but 4, you're really exploring the same one over and over. And don't miss those dolls, they're hidden everywhere. So anyways, part 4, the story is really good. Overall boss battles are really epic and really creepy. Eventually you have that boss battle with the doctors just going after you with the scalpel. Or the other one with the mask and trying to put it on your face. It's really creepy and really good. But yeah, I would go with part 4. But if you want to know the whole history, go with part 1 and 2. That would be part 1. PlayStation. This is part 1 Xbox. And yet it's not retro compatible on Xbox. I wish it was. Part 2, the Crimson Butterfly. That was such a creepy story also. The older twin sister has it's always a story about sacrificing something to stopping the spirits from killing the family. And Crimson Butterfly is basically when you're choking somebody, it makes a butterfly on the neck. It's director's cut. Part 3 was actually really cool, but it was only on PlayStation. See, like this one never got on Xbox or whatever. Well, to me, I never found an Xbox copy, or I don't think it exists. But like I said, 1, 2, and 3 needs to be remade. Now, we're reviewing right now, and I'm talking about part 4. And it was, I think, by far my favorite. 15 hours of pure goodness. That's what it took me. 12 chapters. Kind of short, though. But really good. Really jump scares. Camera-wise, I missed some of the cameras in part 5. Part 5. Same one. But yeah. Big fan of this series. Where did I put my camera obscure? The one on 3DS. Anyways, it was there in the video. Can't see it anymore. But that's basically it. I had to stop by and do a review. Talk about it. Had a blast with it. I'm sorry I kind of slacking on the videos. Well, I don't know. Missing a little bit of energy these days. Having a hard time trying to finish my games. That's it. I just started playing Mega Man Network Battles for the first time ever, and I really like it. Now tomorrow we got the new Minecraft. Friday, Dead Island 2 and Advance Wars on Switch. Advance Wars is a classic, so 3 big good games. To me, my top of this week is Dead Island 2 because first one I finished I don't know how many times. And I can't wait to have it. For sure I'm going to play it. Like, I'm probably going to stop playing Mega Man right now and tomorrow play a little bit of Minecraft and test that out. But yeah. Let me know. What are you getting this week? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon.